living on the streets of peril.
No one is going to help if you don't help yourself.
We need each other.
Welcome to another episode of Making a Change. This week we got the wonderful opportunity to go visit the Hood Project. We began everything by speaking to Pastor Alexander.
I'm Pastor Adam Alexander from the Hood Project in Eitzig. Hood means helping others obtain dignity. I'm in this community since 2003 when I started this organization. This organization's focus on early childhood development, crime prevention, and also the elderly, helping children at schools with literacy programs. Okay, what I realized, our organization realized is that children at the age of 9, 10, and 18 cannot read in high school, and that's why we started that program. We're also doing a food gardening project where we help our community to sustain themselves by meaning of the food projects. We have a soup kitchen that we're running twice a week.
Then he gave his inspirations for starting the organization.
The reason why I started this project, I'm from the Northern Cape. I worked for a very big corporate company for that time, but I lost my job in 1994. I lost my job, and when I lost my job, I was one of these people that living on the streets of peril for about 4 years. And on the streets of peril, I was learn or thought how to survive. And what I learned from the people on the streets, they are people that are close-knit family, and they help to provide and help to each other on the streets. And in 1996, I changed my life and accepted Jesus Christ. I changed my life, and when I come into a community, my life is changed, and I said to myself, how can I help my community not to land where I was landed? And that's what inspires me to help my community and do more in our community. I was approaching this disabled people from Ravensmead, and I asked them to help me just to prepare the gardening for me. And by all means, when they came to me, they said to me, Pastor, we are not disabled, we are able. And that's what inspired me. And when they helped me to prepare my bedding, and I start to put in the potatoes, and after a week when my potatoes come up, for me it was a joyful moment just to see what I can do with my hands, that I'm not disabled, and what I can do with my hands. And what also inspired me is that people sitting, they work with one hand, and there's still people that asking me, Pastor, is there not a job for me? But they don't want to do the things what the disabled people do.
Then I got to speak to someone who is affiliated with the Hood Project.
Now we don't see ourselves as being held back, because we don't see ourselves as disabled people, because that is why the group is Ravensmead Able Group. We don't see ourselves as disabled. We want each and everybody to know that even though you have a disability, your mind is not disabled. You can still do stuff which other people can do, and sometimes I see us as disabled people doing more than the able bodies, because we are doing much more than able bodies are doing at the moment. Some able bodies are sitting at home, where we see ourselves as wanting to be part of the community, helping the community, and even assisting them in having knowledge starting their own home gardens as well. No one is going to help if you don't help yourself.
Then we also got a moment to speak about the events and drives that the organization is currently working towards.
Every year in December, we're putting a smile on a child's face. We try by all means to give 2,000 children and elderly every year. And with the help of my wife, we always do that. We can do that. This year on the 16th, because we're starting the food gardening project, we want to take the crop out on the 13th, 14th. Then my potatoes will be 100 days. We're going to take out the potatoes and try to do a food cook-off with the elderly, giving them an early Christmas lunch, and we also want to give each child a packet. And we feed 2,500 children.
So before we go any further, I would just like to take a moment to thank our sponsor of today's video, Medico Herbs Group. They provide the absolute best remedies and herbs in all of South Africa. They offer a unique range of drops, sprays, capsules, and dried herbs amongst their thousands of different options. The link to their online store with those thousands of different options is down in the description below. Without them, today's video would not be possible, so I would just like to say a massive, massive, massive thank you. And now, let's get back to the video.
That's why we also start this initiative and said to our people and try to help our people by this means to learn them how to fish and not wait for the fish. In the community that I live, our people in our community only lives on the 350 rand social grant. Our aim with our Hood project is to bring social stability in our communities. The reason for this, food gardening project, is that we want to give back to our communities. And what we also do when the first project that we have is that when we give out the food in our communities, we don't give them for free. We do recycling. We let them bring us the empty cool drink cans, plastic cans, with that plastic bottles. We recycle them and we buy more seedlings for our project.
Then Pastor Alexander had some words for the viewers.
I want the people out there to know, alone we will not achieve what we achieve up to today. And we need people to partner with us. No matter it's small or big, we need each other.
And that was the Hood Project. If you would like to learn more about the organization and also get into contact with them, all of their links and information is down in the description below. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and also please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also to follow us on all of our other social media platforms so that you can be part of the journey in making a change.